Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Utah Utes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it, and the season will get underway. Out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Utes are on the move. They want to run it left here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Nine-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the 1st down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Caught near the sticks. It's Frazier. Oh, it's out! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Direct snap. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They go to the ground. The Rebels are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. On the move, it's Connors. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Finds his man. It's Frazier. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier fourth down. They'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game.
And it's slipped out. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He looks that one in nicely. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
That makes the score Utah 14, Ole Miss 0.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick it away.
And he's going to run it back. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I love when QBs break the pocket. They still look to attack. Because as soon as you...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Air Force. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Shakes off the defender. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out in the back, find some space to go to work.
They'll try to get it through the air. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Utes will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect...
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. The expressway is wide open. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Give a lot of credit to the defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. And it's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now facing a third and long. Wide out in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes his connection. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try the left side. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the offense. They'll give it to him again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Utes.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to find his man on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires one high and deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Number 18 set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different runs.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's the handoff. Makes one man miss. On the move is the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Rebels are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Scrambling away. Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 clash of the Titans, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming after it. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Utes will hustle to the line. He's back to throw on second down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in it.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting it.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's got his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
The discard, and he's running free. Touchdown, Utah! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Second down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken him some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to buy time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Utah, 28, Ole Miss.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
First and 10.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Utah.
Line gets set, 1st down. Running back goes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Slips through the line. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 4 over Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Rides to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback checking off. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. The sure hands, it's Whitaker. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Rebels will snap it on first and 10.
42, Spider. Flex. Dino. Gaucho.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they kneel down for a second time to drain as much time as possible off the clock and set up their kicker for the game-winning field goal attempt. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking down the middle. It's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point of the game, when you're down in the 4th quarter, running east-west is not going to win you the game. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
After picking up the first down, they still have to move quickly here. He's going to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Utes.
How about the offense in that situation to come up so big? The place is going bananas. It's so hard to hear. It's so hard to execute. And you just put 6 on the board and have a chance to kick this PAT and tie the game.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Every play magnified in the 4th quarter, and you just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. The offense set for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. First play of the first possession of OT. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll run it from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. power football with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Dances away from the heat. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point.
Ole Miss, 35.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll do it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. He'll try to take it back. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments.